The QPT Foundation developed the Zoltar Ecosystem to innovate golf. QPT allows you to pay quickly, easily and securely. Anyone can use the payment system without a subscription fee. Only a small transaction fee is charged. Q displays are installed on golf courses worldwide, and in addition to interactive T signs, also serve as a storage point for QPTs. A large percentage of the transaction costs are shared among the owners of the Q displays. You can create your own smart contracts on the Zoltar Ecosystem. These are simply programs stored in the ecosystem that perform a transaction the moment all the criteria are met. For example, in the case of video analysis or paying out prize money. Paying by QPT can be used for many purposes, such as paying for green fees, balls in the pro shop, your drink at the bar, and even NFTs and digital collectibles. A large portion of the transaction fees are donated annually to charity. In this way, we increase the social footprint of golf and ensure that more people can play golf more often. The QPT Foundation believes that innovation is one of the most important focal points for growing the sport in golfers, fans and revenue. That's why we're the foundation of innovation.
Good day and welcome to all golf enthusiasts. Welcome to this webinar on the new Zoltar Ecosystem developed by the QPT Foundation to introduce the blockchain to golf. We are here at the table with Jaro Thijhuis, Chairman of the QPT Foundation, and Dimitri Lasje, Treasurer Board Member. Unfortunately, Kevin Bain, Director of Digital Marketing, could not be present today due to commitments at the International Sports Convention in London. We also have the possibility to ask questions via WhatsApp. The number is 0623806093. So you can ask questions via WhatsApp. The QPT Foundation was established by the founders of QCaddy with the aim of innovating golf and making it ready for Web3. Jaro, can you tell something more about this?
Sure, thank you. The idea started at QCaddy. Golf is running far behind in innovation. At QCaddy, we have a QCaddy Pulse, which is a data integrator, and we are collecting all available data in golf within the smallest detail. Combined with Web3 technology, it becomes gold, and it will bring golf to the next future.
Okay. I think there's also a role for the national and international federations, right, Dimitri?
Yeah. As the management of our foundation has a business interest in golf, we ask both the national and international golf federations to cooperate with us and to perform a controlling role in our system. This will provide the federations with the insight into the ledgers, and so they can see the impact of our Zoltar ecosystem in a direct way. Additional to this, it will create confidence amongst the golfers itself.
Okay, that makes sense. In addition, a portion of the proceeds from the transaction fees goes to charity. Earlier today, I asked Kevin why this is important.
At the QPT Foundation, we all understand the importance of golf in people's lives. The physical benefits are clear, but there are many mental health benefits as well. It's shown to reduce stress and anxiety, and it can also help people to socialise more. So it was really important that a percentage of the transaction fees went to charities. We don't want to dictate where they go, so we will work with national and international federations to make sure that the revenues from the QPT Foundation are channeled back into the best programs for golf, so that we can support all these federations, get more people playing more golf more often.
All right. I think this gives a good idea of the social position that the QPT Foundation represents. The new blockchain is a so-called fork of the Cardano blockchain and is called the Zoltar Ecosystem. Jaro, what can you tell us about this new Zoltar Ecosystem?
As you mentioned, it's a fork of Cardano, which means that it's basically the same technology, but we have enhanced it. Cardano is based on proof of stake, which means that people buy cryptocurrency to be able to mint tokens. And with us, it's based on a trustful consensus. Normally, a blockchain is existing of decentralized data storage, which means it's stored as multiple systems, multiple computers. And in our case, the blockchain is stored in the Q displays, which will be installed worldwide. As mentioned, trustful consensus is a complete new thing. That's why the fork of Cardano is enhanced. Every Q display in the world will be a node in the blockchain of the Zoltar ecosystem. It will result in a revenue for the owners of the Q display. And by doing so, we are stimulating golf courses by creating a new revenue model, but also create a secure environment where the blockchain is stored. This means that, as mentioned, a trustful consensus means that we are trusted as the QPT Foundation that the data is secure with us. A normal blockchain, even ours, stores data encrypted on the system. With us, it's the same, just that it's not on a random computer, but on the Q displays.
All right.
In a node.
And so, with a blockchain, the executive tasks and storage are distributed across a network of nodes. How does this work with the Zoltar ecosystem?
Yes, as I've mentioned, the Q displays are nodes in our blockchain. So it's we know which computer is connected because the computer is inside the Q caddy of a Q display. And by doing so, every node will get his turn on storing the data. If you have, for example, Bitcoin with its proof of work, which means there's a lot of calculation needed to be able to solve the issue so you can store the block. With us, it's every display after. So this means that everyone gets his turn and everybody gets the same percentage of revenue from the blockchain.
All right. So a new payment token is being developed on the blockchain, which can be used to make all kinds of payments in golf. Whether it is paying your green fee, paying for your golf balls in a web shop, or bet on a simulator, or even win prize money at tournaments. Dimitri, what is the advantage of this token over existing means of payment?
I think we first have to explain what the token is. It's a stable coin, which means in the cryptocurrency is that it's linked to an external reference. The QPT in this case is linked to the euro, which means that one QPT is having the same value as the euro. So one QPT is equal to 1 euro. Sorry. And we only use the QPT in our own ecosystem, so it's not traded on a market. So the value of the QPT will constantly be the same as the euro, which gives us a lot of safety. So the part is that the foundation is actually responsible for the assets. So if you buy something with the QPT, we will take care of, at that moment, of the money flow. The good part is that currently, with the system, with the PSP systems you have in place, like a credit card, you sometimes, as a seller, you have to wait till you get paid. We guarantee that you will be able to get paid directly. So not on a quarterly basis or a monthly basis, but when you want to get paid as a seller. Additional to that, the transaction cost is in a different way. So we use a transaction cost of only 0.15 QPT, which is equal to 0.15 euro. If we compare that with other PSPs, we see a much higher value in that. So it's beneficial for a golf club. You will be able to do some savings. The last part is that using it as a payment for a third party. For example, if you are having a golf car and you want to sell via your media system in the golf car, clubs, drinks, and that kind of stuff. At this moment, that's not possible with a normal credit card because you need to swipe your credit card through the system. And as that's not possible currently, as of Rust and that kind of stuff, with the QPT, you are able to actually to order your golf balls during your play or order your drinks. I think that's beneficial. So for me, it's a new way.
All right. Okay, so it does not only save costs, but it also creates new opportunities. Another element on the Zoltar ecosystem is the smart contract. Jaro, can you elaborate on this?
Sure. A smart contract is a program that is executed at the moment that all criteria are met. And it's the largest way you can think about it. For now, it's within the Zoltar ecosystem, there's the opportunity for every user to create a smart contract with 2 or more users can determine the criteria. At the moment, the criteria are met. For example, a teacher that gives a teaching pro that gives lessons, and the lessons is ended. The criteria is met, and it will be executed, which will result in a payment by the QPT, the QPT payment token. It's an automatically executed transaction script.
All right. So it's something that can probably and really apply to probably anything. Perhaps you can give your opinion on how smart contracts can be of added value to the golf pros.
Yeah, sure. There are numerous ways it can be implemented. The example I just mentioned is a golf pro providing its lessons based on duration. But it can also be a teaching pro giving lessons based on improving handicap. But there are so many more ways. For example, if you are playing a tournament and the prize money will be paid after the scores are calculated. Even if you are playing on a simulator, you both can place a bet, and the moment the simulator game is finished, the smart contract is automatically generated. So there are numerous ways that can be executed.
All right. Good to mention is that the telephone number I've mentioned in the beginning of this webinar, you have to dial +31 before the number I mentioned. I'm going to mention it one more time. If you have any questions, you can send it to the WhatsApp number. So it's +31 06 23 80 6093. So there are many opportunities there, two which will probably begin to be self-evident in the future. The third element of the ecosystem are the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens. I think most people know this digital asset as pictures who are being sold online for a lot of money. Jaro, can you explain a little bit more about NFTs?
Definitely. At this moment, when you open LinkedIn, you will see a lot of profile pictures being drawn monkeys, for example. This is one, and there's a platform called OpenSea on which everybody can upload an image and can be sold as an NFT. But in fact, an NFT, a non-fungible token, can be anything stored digitally. So it can be a scorecard, it can be a moment a golfer is finished and the data of his shot can be put into the NFT. And by placing a digital stamp on this data, it becomes an NFT and it can be used in again, numerous ways, the same as smart contracts.
Okay, so it can be applied in golf in numerous ways. This question we also asked to Kevin earlier today.
We've all heard of NFTs, and never a day really goes past without the next collection being released. The industry is worth an estimated $14 billion, and the sports industry is getting involved in quite a big way. The most successful platform is NBA Top Shot. So it is a platform that allows fans to buy short video clips. So they open packs, the packs are limited releases. Each of the clips have a different sort of importance, and these packs always sell out. Dapper Labs, who developed this with the NBA, they have an estimated annual revenue of $700 million. There's other sports brands getting involved in NFTs, from Formula One, NFL, Korean baseball. One of the more interesting ones is the one that the Australian Tennis Open launched in January. So their NFT activation combined real-time match data with digital artwork to create unique collectibles. So just under 7,000 of these were released, and many of them are actively being sold on the OpenSea marketplace. Opportunities in golf, as of yet, are relatively untouched. Some possible examples could be a similar kind of platform to Top Shop, where you could see golf tours and even players creating video collectibles. But what you need to remember is that anything can be an NFT. So you could create an NFT that has information about a club selection, launch angle, club head speed. And you could try to recreate a professional golfer's swing, or you could buy an NFT of a particular shot, which you could upload to a simulator and play against friends. Our blockchain technology will allow for a golf NFT ecosystem to exist. We're very excited by the opportunities, and we look forward to working with you to explore them fully.
All right, so all in all, there are many applications that still sound like music from the future, but are already becoming possible. To enable the development of marketing of the ecosystem, the QPT Foundation has developed an investment opportunity, whereby my QFTs can be purchased. These QFTs retain their value and entitle the holder to a percentage of the proceeds from the transaction costs. In the meantime, Jaro is taking a seat behind the desk to explain more about this.
Thank you. As Cas has mentioned, we have several investment opportunities. One of it, the benefit is that you are buying QFTs, QKD fan tokens. QKD fan tokens give you the right to own a percentage of the transaction costs that are made by every transaction on the blockchain. As you can see, there are 3 packages. Package A, Package B, Package C, and depending on the deposit that you are investing, you will get QKD payment tokens and QFT tokens in return. The QKD payment tokens are payment tokens that can be used on our blockchain to purchase green fees or even travel or anything that is enabled to buy on the blockchain. It means that the QPT is given to you in return of your investment, but it is not able to be returned in fiat currency after 3 years. So the first period, the QPTs will be frozen. Besides QPTs, you will receive QFTs, which are QKD fan tokens. QKD fan tokens, as mentioned, give you a percentage of the transaction cost made on the blockchain. If you, for example, invest 250,000 euros besides the 25,000 QPTs, you will receive 400 QFTs. And we have developed a calculator which can give you more information on what will be your revenue based on your investment. There are maximum 50,000 QFTs released. This means that depending on the different investment packages is growing and growing. So if you decide to invest 250,000 euros, as mentioned in the example, you will receive 400 QFTs. As you can see in the calculator, in this case, there are 400 QFTs, and let's say there are, for example, 10,000 QFTs released at the moment based on every investment. If we have a look at the transaction cost monthly, so let's say in this example we are using the 3.75 million transaction based on a platform, which is a low estimate because we have investigated it based on other platforms, but also based on inquiries within key players from the sports. And based on this calculation, it means that your 400 QFTs will give you 3,375 QPTs monthly. And these QPTs can be transacted to fiat currency anytime you would like. There are a lot of opportunities and possibilities that arise within this calculator. So as soon as you decide to invest in this opportunity, we will give you access to the calculator on which you can do your own calculations based on your investment package.
That's quite a lot of information. Fortunately, this webinar is also being recorded and will soon be available online to watch again. If the viewers still have questions, you now have the opportunity to ask them. You can do this via the number on WhatsApp I've mentioned earlier. You can see the number at the bottom of the screen. All right, so question 1. How does a third-party payment work? Jaro?
Okay, I think it should be a bit more explained what a third-party payment is. For example, there's a golf course and there's a website that offers their green fees. It means that the website that offers the green fees is doing a transaction for the golf course. When a golfer orders a green fee at the website and it's paid by QPTs, the revenue is automatically divided between the golf course and the website where it's ordered. And the secure part in this is that it's the revenue is directly split. So there's a blockchain security as every blockchain has, but in this case there's also security that both parties will receive their revenue instantly.
All right, thanks for the elaboration. What's the profit for a course using QPT?
Yeah, that's a good one. It's hard to explain because it depends on what payment methods are currently there at the golf course. If you have a normal payment method like bank transactions or a credit card or an online payment service provider, you will have to pay subscription fee, and there are also some that doesn't charge subscription fee, but then the transaction fee will be around at least 30 cents per transaction. And in our case, it's just 15 QPT, which is equal to 50 euro cents per transaction, no matter the amount or the volume that you are taking. All right. We got another question. When I decide to invest, when will I receive my QFTs and QPTs? That's a very good question. It's a notary action. So if an investor decides to invest and to buy a package, then it will be registered at the notary. And by doing so, it depends on the time that it takes for the notary to complete the issue. And at the moment that is done, the investor will receive their money automatically, of their QPTs, sorry. All right, thank you. I think it's time to conclude. I would like to thank everyone for their contribution and once again announce that we will have the QPT Foundation website up and running from Monday 28th of March. So next Monday. Here you can read all the information again. And I would like to thank Jaro and Dimitri, and I wish you all a very nice evening or day. Bye. Thank you.